have been a refuge for the poor, a refuge for the needy in their distress, a shelter from the storm and a shade from the heat.
So welcome to day 2 of a countdown to Christmas. I wonder what you're waiting for. What are you waiting for? Last night I spent over 2 hours waiting for the RAC man to come and rescue me. Having picked up my car, I discovered that the bottom hose of the radiator had not been secured, and therefore all the coolant came out of the car, causing it to overheat, meaning that I had to wait to be rescued just outside of Thame. And I'm sitting in a chair which we've been waiting for over 11 years. When we first moved to Princess Risborough, we decided that we needed some chairs in the window, and they arrived last week. But Advent is one of those seasons where we think about waiting. What is it that we're waiting for? Yes, we are waiting for Jesus to come, for Jesus the baby to be born. But as we read through the passages of the Old Testament and as we listen to the prophets, we realise that we're waiting for just more than a baby. We're waiting for an event. And that event is the coming of God's kingdom here on earth. Throughout Isaiah and the other prophets, they recognise that the coming of God will be seen in a topsy-turvy world, where the poor are made rich, where the weak are made strong. God is a refuge for the poor. He has a bias to the poor. And as God's kingdom comes, then it is the poor who will be welcomed in with open arms. So this Advent, as we're waiting for Christmas Day, as we're waiting for the baby Jesus to arrive, maybe we can think about the bigger picture of what we're waiting for, the outbreak of God's kingdom here on earth. That kingdom which gives rest to those who are weak, relief to those who are poor. A world which might look very different from the world around us, but which we have an opportunity to join in with as we look and listen for God's presence in our lives and around us, as we too can provide a refuge for those who are poor.